Alright everybody, how you doing? It's On the Fly Repair Guy here. I'm shooting a video on this Samsung washing machine. If you have one of these, the model number for this is like WF45R6100PF or something like that. I'll get the actual model number and I'll put it in a link in the video in the description. Alright, so if you have one of these washing machines, you have to be careful of a couple things. One, don't overload it, and two, make sure it's level. So I did both. It wasn't level, and I definitely overloaded this machine. So with this machine, we had to change out the bearings. I do not have the video of me actually changing out the bearings because that was a crap show all in itself. But what I do have is, what I'm shooting now is a video of changing out the stator and the rotor, and I'll explain that. So give me a second and I'll explain a couple things about this machine. Okay, so I'm in the back of the machine right now. This cover right here is what's on it. It's held on by 4 screws. It goes right here, right here, right here, and right here. It's self-explanatory on how to take that off. So I'll explain this rotor that you're looking at now. This is a new one, and I'll explain all the problems in a second. But if your washing machine isn't spinning, meaning it's trying to spin but not spin, your stator's bad. And I'm going to show you how to get to the stator. So you come back here, and I'm using a 3/4 inch socket. If you don't know what you're doing with an impact gun, don't try to use an impact gun on home appliances. You got to know when to stop it before you mess it up. But I know what I'm doing, so take this screw out, this bolt, put to the side. And I'm going by myself here, so I'm going to try to... Oh, you might see a bunch of drops in the phone. And next video probably is going to be how to repair a phone. And that's not going to work that way. I'm going to put it... Well, basically, I can do this one-handed. I am literally... So, you pull the rotor off just like that, okay? Now, I want everybody to pay attention to the teeth right here and the drive. That's going to be important in a second. Okay, now you want to switch out your socket. And you're going to look at this right here. Now this right here is the stator, okay? Electricity comes in here, and it basically, there's magnets on, this is the plug for that. So you just unplug it, pull it out, set it down here on the side. So basically the rotor, which is this, as you look at the rotor, it has these magnets in it. It goes across there, and it's able to send some kind of waves or whatever to turn it. Alright. So now these bolts in here are a 10 millimeter. So take it out, take it out, take it out. You take these 6 bolts out. Just like this. Give me a second. This is the bad one, so I really don't care about it. Make sure you get your bolts up here. Hold this back and take the last one out by hand. Almost out. There we go. And then this just falls off just like that. Now I'm going to pause the video and explain a bunch of things. Okay, now that I have the stator out, you're looking at two stators, okay? All of them, both these stators, if you look online, will be listed online to fit this washing machine until you turn it over and realize that these are completely different. As you see here, the 6 bolts that attach this to the back of the machine, this is flat. They're flush, basically, right? So it means when I put this bolt in, it's going to stick out like that, okay? This is the broken one. This came off the machine. The 6 bolts that secure to the machine are recessed. So when I stick it in like that, it's now level and flush with this. This is my original rotor that I had on the back, okay? As you see, there's really nothing wrong with it except for you see a bunch of hammer marks in here. I had a difficult time finding this exact stator, so I try to make it work with this stator. So I'm causing attention to this so you guys realize you cannot beat this section right here to bypass these bolt tips, okay? Still not going to work. It's still going to sit here and give you a whole bunch of problems. Do not attempt it, okay? When you take your stator off the machine, see, that's it right there. That does not work. Garbage! And then I had to buy a new one to replace it. So this is the new one I had to buy to replace it. Now, when you look at the back of your machine, if you come to the issue where your washing machine isn't spinning and you diagnose it to where it is, the stator, you have to just see which one you have. This is the most common one now. In 2025, Samsung went to this version of it. So you'll be able to find these easy. This one I literally had to find on eBay and it's coming today. All right. So I'm stuck with this one. I'm stuck buying a new one of these, all because On the Fly Repair Guy tried to do some On the Fly Repair Guy stuff and it didn't work. Now, keep in mind, if you say, oh, this one comes with a kit, it does. It does come with its own rotor. I don't have that rotor because I had to send it back, and I sent it back before I shot this video. The center of this rotor, the gear, I will call it, that goes onto the shaft, is a lot smaller. I'm not sure the dimensions of this, but that one that fits this stator will not fit on your shaft. And I'll show you what I'm talking about right here. Down here, on this upside down, that dry shaft is what I call it, needs something to fit that. Now, in the middle of that dry shaft right here, well, I got this camera on it. This is your rear bearing. You have two. One here, this is the tank to the machine, and one in the front, okay? If your washing machine is making a bunch of noises, you have to change out the bearing, which entails pulling the whole front of this machine off, pulling this off, and it's easy. It's easy. The machine's just heavy because of the weights in it, but you pull the door off right here, you pull this drum out, and then that white tank that you see in the back, this drum sits inside that white tank. You separate that, and then you have to beat the bearings out, and then you can get it working again, okay? It's a pain in the butt, but it's easy to fix, and it's really cheap. The bearings on Amazon, it wasn't that much money. I forgot how much money it was. It wasn't that much money. I don't think it was above 30 bucks, honestly. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm sorry. It definitely wasn't above 50. All right? I'm going to have to change those pipes out soon. God darn it. Anyway, So, this is the first part of it. I just wanted to explain the stators and everything to you guys, because this has been a month in the process of waiting for parts to come, getting the parts, finding out it's the wrong parts, breaking the right part, now getting the other part. But we finally got the correct part coming. If you have a keen eye, you'll realize that this right here, I did change out, thinking that this was the problem, then actually broke the original one on the stator. So this new one coming better have this part, or I have to just take this and use it for there. This is compatible with them. You can use this part. The new ones come like this. The old ones for this actual machine, this piece right here is missing, so there's nothing to plug into. I don't know what this plug goes into. Probably a newer machine with different features. I haven't figured it out. I really don't care. But these three female sections right here is what you need for on your stator. All right, so they can work without this. So when the new stator comes, I'll show you how to put it back together. Then I'll show you the video on how to calibrate it so that your machine can be calibrated. That's another key thing. When you get this machine, you have to calibrate it. And I'll show you real quick. I don't have it powered on, but you will hold the temp and the delayed end button down for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then it'll start the calibration of your machine. Okay, so when the part comes, I'll shoot the video of me putting it on, put it together, drop the links in, and hopefully it will help you guys so you're not going out spending a bunch of money on new parts. And also, when you're coming for this part right here, or this part, or anything for this particular machine, you can find them on eBay. Okay, this part coming right now was actually, no, the rotor that I had to send back on eBay, they on a Parts Direct or whatever it was called, charged me $200. I sent it back. This rotor right here, I paid $48 freaking on eBay, guys. Don't get robbed. All right, you don't need to buy from Parts Direct or whatever, because I figured out what they do. Is it called Parts Direct? I'll get the actual name of the website and I'll put it in the description of the video. And I don't care. I'm putting them on blast. What they do is they literally get the part from eBay, send you the part from eBay for $60 or whatever it is that they bought it from, upcharge you, and then tell you it's a brand new part. All right? They're scammers. So get it from eBay. Look at the reliability of the person that you're shopping from eBay, and that's how I recommend you get it. All right, guys. Okay, so this is the stator that I just got. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to unpack it real quick. Okay, now that I unpacked it, as you see what I'm talking about, what I pointed out in the video before for this machine, that's how it looks. Flip it over. As you see, this is recessed. This looks pretty decent. You can tell it's been used. I can tell it's been cleaned up. Now let's put it on and see if it works. Okay, so like I said before, you look at where this is, this green dot. Most of these will have a green dot on it. That goes down right here. See if I can get it going this way. Put 1 bolt in it. Get it on that top one, you can see. Push it in. And just thread it in a little bit. Then you can punch the other 6 in. Number 5, I mean. In. Now, some people may say test it to, there's a way you can test it with one of those electric tester thingies. I don't really do that. I'm on the fly repair guy, so I normally just start running it in. Well, I just plug it in and, okay, that's not going in for some reason. That's going in that one. I've been taking all these in and out, so probably the first couple threads on that. Make sure that's not cross-threaded. Give me a second, I'm gonna need both hands. I don't know why. This is going in pretty rough. I don't know why. Okay, the weight's on it. Alright, so that's going in. Again, take this at this point. I'm gonna plug this in now. So the 3 wires come in, come out here. Alright, I know that plugs in. Take my impact gun, push it back. You want to go lightly. Again, if you're not familiar with an impact gun or how yours work, don't do that. As you see, I'm just lightly going. And right when I hear it start clicking, that's when I'm done. So I do the top one first, bottom one, this one, this one. That was too much that time. That one. There. Then I take the rotor. Put the rotor on. Watch your fingers, guys, because the magnet is pretty strong. But as you see, the rotor fits flush right here. Take this bolt, screw it in here. Switch out my socket. This is the moment of truth. We're about to see this for 2 seconds. All right. Socket on. There we go. It's not hitting anything. I'm going to pause the video, plug it in. All right, now that I got power to the machine, I'm going to close the door, power it on, and for now I'm just going to press these 2 buttons. Hold it down. Come on, I'm going to have to do that again. As you see, C6 will pop up. Press start. Now I'm coming back here. I should see this rotor start to spin soon. I'll show you what it does. This is going through the cycle. Okay, it's doing that. This is the calibration mode. Now I'm going to stop this in the calibration mode because if that starts spinning, I'm going to put it where it needs to go. Put the back on, put it where it needs to go, and then finish the calibration mode. I don't like that sound. This thing better start spinning soon. All right, I got bought a there we go. All right, so now my washing machine is spinning again. As you see it spinning in there, I'm going to pause this, power it down, put the cover back on. And for this, I can do it this way. For this process, I'm going to use a screwdriver. And as you see, this cover slides into these slots down here. Actually, you might want to put the top on first into these top slots here. I'm not sure if you can see that. I think so. If not, I'll go back and edit this video. Put it up there first in these top slots. Put it down. Then these bottom slots here, you see the back end. Now the holes line up. Oh, where did I put those? Here we go. Screws. All right, so you put these 4 screws back in here, and that's just to close the washing machine. I know it works. Actually, I'm gonna need to pause for a second. All right, I just paused the video so I can get the screwdriver, the screws in. This is, you can do, it doesn't matter which one you do. You can cross it. I don't want anybody making fun of my screwdriver here. I'm using my wife's screwdriver. So yes, it's floured. I don't care. All right. I'm just tightening these screws down. The hatch is in. Like that. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. And your back panel's on. I'm going to pause it, push the machine back where it goes. All right, now that I have my washing machine back where it goes, I'm going to do the calibration. And again, to do that, power on the machine, hold down these 2 buttons for a couple seconds until you see C6, then press start. And the reason why I didn't calibrate, I stopped the calibration, was because now the washing machine's level. This is where it's supposed to go. And I was just making sure that the stator worked. So once that goes, I think this is about a 10-minute process. Once it goes through the cycle calibration machine, you shouldn't have a problem. Again, I apologize for not shooting the video about changing the bearings, because that's a process in itself. But I'll send a link of all the description to my washing machine model, the actual stator model number that you need if you have this type of Samsung washing machine. And as you see, it's spinning now. Sounds pretty good. Oh yeah. The wife is going to be happy tonight. Yes, she is. Finally fixed this washing machine. Alright guys, YouTube, On the Fly Repair Guy here with another video. If this happens again, or if I get a crappy washing machine, or if we have time and I'm bored, I would break this washing machine down and show you where the bearings are and how to change it, even though I will not change it as long as it's still going good. Alright guys, be safe out there. And again, if you like the video, subscribe. Check the description for the links of all the model numbers and part numbers. If I can find the actual places where I got it from, I'll send that too. Alright guys, see you later.